going to do something a little bit different in this video. I'm going to show some other chart types like Renko bars and delta bars, and show how I use delta and the POC, single bar divergence, and some other indicators on these other chart types. So this is an NQ chart with the MonkeyMan trades delta bars. The settings for this delta bars chart is 200 for the trend and 200 for the reversal. So once the delta hits positive 200 or negative 200, we get a candle that forms. So I'm looking for the same kind of things on the delta bars chart that I would look for on a normal time-based chart. Looking for when point of control gets drawn down into the wick or drawn up into the upper wick. This is the New York Open session from 9:30 to 10:30. See, there's one instance of point of control getting drawn down into the wick. Looking for a breakout above. Get a nice 15-point pop up to whole number there. Here we got point of control drawn down into a wick, and it's wicking right off of VWAP. Looking for a break long. We pop up about 15 points to the S1 pivot. Here's another instance of point of control getting drawn down into the wick, and we're wicking right off of a key level. This is a previous day point of control. This blue dashed line, this is from the MMT key levels indicator. Looking for a break above, pop up over 20 points right to the 20 SMA. Here's another instance of the point of control being drawn up into the wick. Looking for a break below. We get another 15 points or so back down to the S1 pivot. Here's one more point of control being drawn down into the wick. Looking for a break above, pop up 30 points in a few minutes. And the single bar divergence that is part of the ultimate delta indicator. Single bar divergence will paint the inside of the candle black the way I have it set up. So that's when we get an up closing candle, but there's negative delta, or a down closing candle with positive delta. You can see there's not that many instances of single bar divergence on the delta bars bar type, at least with these particular settings. I was originally going to include the single bar divergence in the ultimate delta just for this bar type, but I ended up finding some other uses for it on the 1 minute chart, as you might have seen in some of my other videos. But when we get the single bar divergence, I'm looking for a potential breakout above or below the single bar divergent candle. So on this delta bar, we have single bar divergence, looking for a break above. We pop up 20 points to the 250 SMA. Here's some more single bar divergence, and this was also a candle with point of control drawn down to the bottom of this wick, looking for a break above. We get that 30-point pop. The bar color is being painted by the ultimate delta. I've got the delta bars in bid-ask mode, but I've got the ultimate delta in up-down tick mode. And sometimes the differences between those two different data calculation methods can give you some interesting insights. All of these candles should be right around 200 delta. So if I had the ultimate delta in bid-ask mode, it would be more around 200 for every single candle, either positive or negative. I'm also looking for big wicks on the ultimate delta. See here we've got a very nice bottom wick here. We end up getting a really nice reversal there. Right here we've got a pretty big wick on the delta there. Right on this candle, get a nice move down there. Here we got some bigger bottom wicks. We're getting a nice push up there. So I'm definitely paying more attention to wicks on the delta bars chart. Gives you an entirely different perspective compared to a time-based chart. The background is being painted by the MMT Ultimate Heikin-Ashi. This is a special logic based on Heikin-Ashi candlesticks. When the core body size of a Heikin-Ashi candle is above a certain amount, we get the Heikin-Ashi trend change. That's painting the background colors here. Then I've got the ultimate POC indicator painting the point of control on each of the bars. So I also often get asked if my indicators work on Renko charts. Yes, they do. I don't usually trade with the Renko charts, but I thought I'd show you what they look like, give you some examples of how I might trade them. This is a NINZA Renko chart with a brick size of 55 and a trend threshold of 21. Some Fibonacci numbers that I threw in there. It's kind of a higher time frame NINZA Renko chart. This is another NQ chart. So same chart setup, same chart settings. I'm definitely looking for wicks on the Renko bars with the point of control drawn up into the wicks. drawn down into the wicks. So you got point of control drawn up into the wick here. We've also got some nice negative delta, looking for a break lower. There's a 15-point drop. You can see on most of these candles, the point of control is inside the body of the Renko bars. But right here, we got point of control drawn down into a wick on the Renkos. We also have some single bar divergence, looking for a break above. We get a 25-point bounce up. Here's point of control drawn up into the wick of this Renko bar. Also some negative delta coming in there, looking for a break below. Get a very nice move lower. Here's point of control drawn down to the bottom of this wick. Also a single bar divergent candle. Got the Heikin-Ashi trend green, looking for a break above. We get a 30-point bounce up to whole number there. Here we've got point of control drawn up into this wick. We're right at the S1 pivot. I'd like to see price move below the S1 pivot. Then we got the 20 SMA right here. We don't get any follow-through confirmation there. On this candle, point of control drawn down into the wick. Some positive delta, green Heikin-Ashi background, looking for a break above. There's nothing in the way as far as key levels until VWAP. We get the push back up to VWAP over 50 points. Here's some more single bar divergence, looking for a break above. We still have 15 points of room up to VWAP. Scroll further on in the morning here. Now we're at 9:50 a.m. to a little bit after 10:30. Here's some more single bar divergence, looking for a break lower. We have a lot of key levels in the way. Once we clear these key levels, we have smooth sailing down to the next key level. Get a nice move down there. Here's point of control drawn down into a wick. Some strong bullish delta coming in, looking for a break above. We make it up over 10 points to the 20 SMA. 20 SMA holds. Here we got point of control drawn to the bottom of both of these wicks. Wait for it to break above the 20. Smooth sailing up to the 250. Up over 25 points there. Some more single bar divergence. Looking for a breakout above. Also want to see it above this next key level. We got over 10 points of room up to VWAP. Some more single bar divergence. Looking for a break lower. Could easily get 10 points back to whole number there in the 20 SMA. So there's some other examples of other chart types. There's a lot of different options, a lot of different ways to use these indicators. There's range charts, there's volume charts, there's tick charts. You're probably going to want to play around and adjust the settings for each different chart type, each instrument. It's all going to be a little bit different. I highly encourage personal experimentation. I'm just showing you the ways that I personally use these indicators. I like trading mostly off of time-based charts, in particular the 1-minute NQ chart. And I like looking at the higher time frames of 5 minutes, 60 minutes, and the 4-hour chart. There are links to all the MMT indicators in the description. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. If you find any of this information useful and you're about to grab an evaluation account at a prop firm, if you use code MonkeyMan at Apex or Take Profit Trader or Tradeify or DayTraders, you get the best price possible and you help support the channel. I appreciate you taking the time to tune in. Thanks for watching and best of luck in your trading.